Night of the Seven Kingdoms dropped another trailer. This
Heck
is
yeah.
more your realm,
It
Game
is
of
true.
Thrones. I have not watched Game of Thrones, but nonetheless, I watched this trailer and colored me intrigued. It looks very entertaining. Obviously, a strong, overt, humorous tone here. I believe the trailer said that this show is set 100 years before the events of Game of Thrones. This is now the second prequel that HBO has pumped out since producing the original Game of Thrones show, House of the Dragon. And how many years before Game of Thrones is that supposed to be?
That's even farther
Right,
away, I
right.
believe. So, I don't know what the exact timeline is. I haven't watched House of the Dragons yet
That's
either,
fine.
and I've heard
That's
it's fantastic.
Yep.
So it's on my list.
Yeah.
I just don't want to pay for HBO.
Fine, that's fine. So HBO is just continuing to milk that particular cow,
As it should.
as it should.
It's one of their most successful, if not their most successful, thing that they've made.
What did you think of the trailer, Riles?
Look, I'm looking forward to it. The Targaryens are the bad guys, so cool.
They're really good like that, aren't they?
Yeah, they are
good at
just
being
like
bad.
they really are.
Good at being bad.
I love the dragons aspect of it. The dragons are probably gone at this point in that. Well, maybe not. I can't remember.
Trailer suggested a dragon was present.
So there's probably some dragons. I can't. It's so foggy sometimes with the timeline, because the dragons they thought dead in Game of Thrones, and then they come back, and there's 3 of them, of course,
Right.
and they were awesome.
What's really ever?
They were
Nothing.
sick.
Nothing.
So I'll be curious to see, because this is 100 years. This would probably be Daenerys's grandfather or
Sure.
great uncle
Yep.
or something along that line. It'll
Yep.
be that part of the family tree. So I'll be
Yep.
very curious to see if we get to see the Mad King born. So
Yep.
there's a lot of possibilities. It
Could be a
looks
lot
like
of fun.
that dude. The houses are back, first of all, which I'm
Sure.
super excited about.
Sure.
That's one of the cool things about Game of Thrones
Yep.
is the different houses. I
Mhm.
mean, you have your main houses like the Starks
Yep.
and the Baratheons
Yep.
and your Lannisters and your Targaryens. Obviously, those are the big ones.
Yep.
But even the
Steady.
smaller ones have their like little highlights there. And
Sure.
you're like, okay, this is sick.
Sure.
So I
Kind of had your power 4, your group of 5.
yes.
Yep.
And then they usually they partner with the big families. Right?
Lane Kiffin was 100% a Targaryen.
Okay, fair. Fair. Yeah, he might be a Lannister. He might be a
Okay,
Lannister. The Lannisters are the ones that are like backstabby.
Interesting.
The Targaryens are just crazy.
Well, I see. I'm pretty convinced Kiffin is certifiably nuts.
If you're going that route, then
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
that's the case. So,
The danger is kind of crazy.
him and Urban Meyer. Yes. So, I will be very curious to see the direction. It seems like a really cool concept. We're watching a
Right.
guy become a knight,
Yep.
and this seems like the families aren't as established at this
Sure.
point in time.
Sure.
So it'll be interesting to see where that goes and what family he ends up being a knight of is also what I'd be very curious of.
Right, because he's currently unaffiliated.
Yes,
with
because you
work.
can swear your allegiance
Got
to
it.
certain families per
Right.
se. So
Right.
I'll be. Yes, it's usually the Targaryens that were, king and queen.
Yep.
And
Yep.
then the Starks always had the North. You had the Baratheons that always had at least one house
Yep.
somewhere.
Yep.
There's at least like 6 different I don't want to say kingdoms per
Sure.
se because it's all
Sure.
ruled by the Targaryens.
Right.
But
Right.
I'll be very
Yeah.
curious to see the
You had your own
landscape.
separate domains that fall under the same kingdom umbrella.
Yes, it'll be
Yeah.
very cool to see how that ties into the main because this guy seems like he's his own character that's not tied to anybody as far as I'm aware from the trailers, which is super nice as a Game of Thrones fan because
Sure.
you're not like, okay, the families are established and stuff,
Right.
but you get a fresh start and a fresh take. It's pretty much like if you and I decided to be a knight in the Game of Thrones
What a
realm,
great idea.
and we're just
Let's actually go do it.
figuring out what we're gonna do.
Doesn't sound friggin' awesome. It's like, you know what? Time to go be a knight.
It would be my luck that my squire would be a bald kid who just talks shit to me all day. That would be my luck. I mean, I pretty much deal with that
I
at
say this
work
with love.
all the time.
I say this with love. When that happens, all I can say is that is correct. It'd be the perfect fit. Highest of entertainment value. Yeah, you can't get someone that doesn't give you a hard time. Like, that's what
No,
you
it's
would
true.
need. That's
It's
what you would
literally,
need.
it's like being at work all over again. It's just what I deal with on a regular basis. Except they're not bald and little. They're college.
They're a little bit
kids.
larger and a little more hair in general.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Well, the first episode is supposed to drop January 18th of 2026. We're a little more than a month out. And last month, we bypassed this, I think in our previous plug for the show. They already announced in November that they have renewed the show for a second season.
well,
So,
that's confidence.
Confidence is indeed the key word there. So follows the story of Sir Duncan the Tall, which, I mean, how do you not get behind a guy with that name, right? It's non-threatening, but you're like, yeah, all right. It just makes me think of like Little John from Robin Hood, right?
That's fair.
You know, it's kind of the ironic name. Now, this individual is genuinely tall, but yeah, he's not coming at you with some kind of overt, like, man, respect me name. It's like, all right, what'd you come up with? Well, I'm pretty tall, so my name's Duncan, and I put them together. And so I'm a knight, so therefore there's a Sir. So Sir Duncan the Tall. And it's just kind of one of those, all right, well, what do you think of that? Well, you know what? It works. It works. That's the best and most truthful thing you can say about it. So,
Well, and that's just on brand for Game of Thrones.
Right.
Like their nicknames are so like straight to the point and
Sure.
obvious.
sure.
Like it's just so funny when they have them. So it's like the Tall. Yeah.
Yep. It's like,
Let's
what's
do
a
it.
physical attribute this dude has? All right, the Squatty. Fantastic.
Like all the bastards get the last name Snow. It's like
Jeez. Tough.
Snow.
Tough.
Like,
Tough.
okay.
Yeah, way to be subtle, I guess. Not so subtle. So, anyway, fun little plug for Night of the Seven Kingdoms coming January 16th, 2026.